Organometallic Compounds Part 2 by M. Sasikala, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. We are going to see in this lecture on preparation of Grignard reagents and synthetic applications of Grignard reagents. In this lecture, we are going to see about the preparation of Grignard reagents and its synthetic applications. Grignard reagents are made through the addition of magnesium metal to alkyl, alkynyl or aryl halides. The halide may be chlorine, bromine or iodine, but not fluorine. It's slightly easier to make Grignards from the iodides and bromides. However, note what's happening here. The magnesium is inserting itself between the carbon and halide. This halide, the X, referred to when we refer to Grignard reagents as RMGX. The process of preparing Grignard reagents is described in the points provided below. These reagents are prepared via the treatment of magnesium with organic halides such as alkyl, alkynyl or aryl halides. This is done with the help of solvents comprising ethers. Because the ligands provided by these solvents help in the stabilization of organomagnesium compound. Water and air are very harmful to this synthesis and can quickly destroy the Grignard reagent which is being formed via protonolysis or via oxidation of the reagent. Therefore, the process must be carried out in air-free conditions. Alternatively, the magnesium can be activated to make it consume water when wet solvents are used with the help of ultrasound. After the slow induction period of the reaction, the process can be quite exothermic. This is a very important factor to consider while industrially producing the Grignard reagent. The organic halides used in these reactions include aryl or alkyl chlorides, bromides or iodides. Aryl fluorides and alkyl fluorides are not very reactive or hence not commonly used. However, with the help of Reiki metals, the magnesium can be activated to make the fluorine more active. Preparation of Grignard reagents. Grignard reagents are prepared in the laboratory by the action of alkyl halides on magnesium metal in the presence of ether. When alkyl halide reacts with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, we will get the alkyl magnesium halide, which is nothing but a Grignard reagent. Example, when methyl iodide react with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether, we will get the methyl magnesium iodide. For a given alkyl group, say R, the ease of formation of the Grignard reagent is in the order alkyl iodide is greater than alkyl bromide, which is then greater than alkyl chloride. We are going to see now particularly how ethyl magnesium bromide, which is nothing but a Grignard reagent, can be prepared. We are going to see step by step. The apparatus used for the preparation of Grignard reagent is assembled as shown in the figure. The magnesium ribbon cut into small pieces is suspended in dry ether placed in the 3-necked round bottom flask. In the dropping funnel is placed approximately 1:1 mixture of methyl bromide and anhydrous ether. Add 2 to 3 ml of the solution from the dropping funnel into the reaction flask and wait till the reaction commences. When the reaction starts, the ether becomes cloudy and also begins to boil gently. Further, these are the visible signs of attack on magnesium. Once a reaction has commenced, the addition of solution methyl bromide in ether from the dropping funnel is maintained at such a rate that the ether in the flask refluxes gently. When the reaction is complete, a clear solution of the Grignard reagent in the ether is obtained. This is then treated in situ with various substances to get the desired synthetic products. Schematic representation of the preparation of ethyl magnesium bromide. When ethyl bromide is reacted with magnesium metal in dry ether, we will get the ethyl magnesium bromide. Now we are going to see about the synthetic applications of Grignard reagents. From Grignard reagent, we can able to prepare many compounds like primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and alkanes and higher homologous of Grignard reagent and hydrocarbons, carboxylic acid, ketone, etc. Reaction mechanism of Grignard reagent, particularly in the reaction of addition to aldehydes or ketones. Grignard reagents are extremely strong nucleophiles. The electrons in the carbon-magnesium bond are heavily polarized toward carbon. So, that electron-rich carbanion will attack the electron-deficient part of the reactant. As a result of this, we will get the adduct, which on treatment with acid hydrolysis, we will get the corresponding compound. For example, with formaldehyde, we will get the primary alcohol. If Grignard reagent is reacted with the higher aldehydes, we will get the secondary alcohol. With ketones, we will get the tertiary alcohol. Now we are going to see the reactions with the Grignard reagents one by one. At first, reaction with aldehydes produce primary and secondary alcohols. With formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. When formaldehyde reacts with methyl magnesium iodide gives addition products, which on hydrolysis to give ethanol. Here we are taking the formaldehyde and methyl magnesium iodide. Methyl magnesium iodide, which is nothing but a Grignard reagent. During this reaction, what is happening here? The methyl group in Grignard reagent becomes electron rich species, that is strong nucleophile. So it attacked the electron deficient part of the aldehyde, which is the carbonyl carbon. As a result of this, we are getting this adduct. The adduct which undergo the acid hydrolysis. As a result of this, we will get the ethanol. We will get usually the corresponding primary alcohol. So, what is the conclusion? When formaldehyde react with any Grignard reagent, which may be methyl magnesium iodide or ethyl magnesium iodide or propyl, whatever may be the Grignard reagent alkyl group, it will give the corresponding primary alcohol. Then with acetaldehyde, it gives the secondary alcohol, that is particularly isopropyl alcohol. That is the Grignard reagent with higher aldehydes will get the secondary alcohol. Particularly when acetaldehyde reacts with methyl magnesium iodide gives addition products, which on hydrolysis to give isopropyl alcohol. Here also the same mechanism. The methyl in methyl carrying the partial negative charge, because which is a strong nucleophile. So it attacks the carbonyl carbon, which is an electron deficient part in the aldehyde group. As a result of this, you will get the adduct, which on undergo the acid hydrolysis will get the isopropyl alcohol, which is nothing but a group of secondary alcohol. Reaction with ketones produce tertiary alcohols. With acetone gives tertiary alcohol. When acetone reacts with methyl magnesium iodide gives addition products, which on hydrolysis to give tertiary butyl alcohol. Reaction between Grignard reagents and ester produce tertiary alcohols. That is, with ester gives tertiary alcohols. When 1 mole of ethyl acetate reacts with methyl magnesium iodide, that is 2 moles of methyl magnesium iodide gives tertiary butyl alcohol. The same mechanism what we had seen in the last reaction. Here also in the Grignard reagent, the methyl carbanion is a strong nucleophile which attack the electron deficient part of the ester, that is carbonyl carbon. The only one difference is here, as a result of the first step we are getting the acetone. Again it contains the carbonyl group. So further another mole of Grignard reagent will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction with acetone. As a result of this, the reaction with the ester leads to the two-step process. At last we are getting the tertiary butyl alcohol as a product. Reaction with lower halogenated ethers. Grignard reagents react with lower halogenated ether like chloromethyl ether gives methyl propyl ether. When Grignard reagent like ethyl magnesium iodide is react with chloromethyl ether, will get the methyl propyl ether. It's simply the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here what is happening in the Grignard reagent, the methylene carbanion is strong nucleophile. So it attacks the methylene part in the ether, which is the electron deficient part. As a result of this, we are getting the methyl propyl ether. Reaction with epoxide. When ethylene oxide reacts with methyl magnesium iodide gives N-propyl alcohol. That is, here the ring opening takes place when Grignard reagent like methyl magnesium iodide is react with epoxide like ethylene oxide. What is happening here, that methyl carbanion attack the methylene part of the epoxide. Because of this attack, the ring opening will take place. As a result of this, we will get the primary alcohol. Reaction with carbon dioxide. Carboxylic acid can be obtained in a good yield by pouring the solution of Grignard reagent on a finely powdered carbon dioxide, which is nothing but a dry ice, and then the decomposing the complex with the dilute mineral acid will result the carboxylic acid. We are going to see with a particular example. When methyl magnesium iodide reacts with carbon dioxide gives the corresponding carboxylic acid like acetic acid. Reaction with active hydrogen. What do you mean by active hydrogen? Those compounds which are easily donating its proton, then that compounds can be called as the active hydrogen compound. The compound like water, alcohols, carboxylic acids and amines which contain active hydrogen react with Grignard reagents to produce hydrocarbons. Example, when methyl magnesium iodide is reacted with water, we will get the methane along with the adduct. Again, when methyl magnesium iodide is react with the ethanol, which is also containing the active hydrogen, will get the methane. Similarly, when methyl magnesium iodide is react with ethylamine, gives methane. When methyl magnesium iodide is react with the carboxylic acid like acetic acid, then we'll get the methane. Thank you all.